Hello everybody. I'm going to try and do a technical video because I just really wanted to show you something. So I've tried out a new recipe tonight. It's an old-fashioned Seville Orange Marmalade recipe. So it's probably the way that your granny makes marmalade, and as we know, grannies know best. So if you come closer, and I can show you. What I did last night was I sliced all my oranges in half, after washing them obviously, and I squeezed the orange into one pot, and then I got, actually I'm going to show you what I did. So I got my orange and I sliced it, and then I squeezed it. You see the Seville Orange has lots of seeds in it. I squeezed it through a sieve into a thing, and then I put the seeds and the pith. I've got a little teaspoon. We don't have any teaspoons. Here's one I prepared earlier, and then you get, once you've got all the thing out, you then use your teaspoon to get out all the this. And this is all the pith and stuff, and the seeds and the pith have all the pectin in. And so once I had removed all the pith and the seeds, I put them in to this muslin bag here, and I've sewn it up. And then I sliced all my orange rind. That's the stuff, you know, the peel. Yeah. So the wonderful thing about making marmalade is it's really economical, because you use every part of the orange. I mean, there's just none of it that goes to waste. And you're probably wondering, why on earth would you put all the gunk in here? And the reason is, I've allowed it to soak overnight. And so, as you can see, if I squeeze this now, you can see that all this stuff is coming out, and it's like jelly. You see it dribbling off? And that is pectin. Do you see? And the pectin is what makes your marmalade set. So, yeah, it's really gooey and disgusting. And there are other ways of doing it. And so what I'm going to do now is this. I have washed my hands. I've sliced this up, and I really think that this particular recipe is going to make a very coarse marmalade, which for all those of you who like chunky marmalade, this will be your marmalade. And hopefully I'm going to reduce this now with no sugar in it until it's about halfway done. And I'm going to warm the sugar. And what are you doing? Oh. Well, hello everybody, it's later, and I have been, well, my marmalade has been on the hob. As you can see, it has reduced quite a lot, and you can tell that it's reduced because of all these marks around the thing, around the edge of the pan. We are, oh sorry, it's the machine, it doesn't like it if you take the pan. These are induction hobs, and induction hobs are magnetic, and so if you take your pan off the hob, it stops heating the element, and you have to have special pans to put on it, so that's why it's beeping at me. Technical information for the technical video. This has been a long time boiling, so I've been shopping, and I have been reading Paddington by the fire, because my brother gave me the book for Christmas, and I found it, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm going to do while I wait. So maybe we'll have episodes of reading chapter 1 and chapter 2 by the fire as part of a potential. I've been thinking about YouTube, getting terribly overexcited about videos. Anyway, technical. So now what I've done is, earlier I put the sugar in the pan. When things are hot, you have to use. As you can see, this has been in the bottom right of an Everhot, which is the equivalent to the bottom left of an Arga. That was the mistake I made last night. and it's warm. And the reason you want it to be warm is because at this stage of marmalade, it's really crucial to have everything hot so it boils up really quickly. Because I've discovered that if you overboil your marmalade, it goes syrupy, and actually syrupy marmalade, although it's still delicious, it's just not brilliant. Well, it's not the best, the top. And, oh! But that's tonight. I'm getting distracted between diaries and other things. I want this to be my award-winning marmalade, but that's for another video. So, without getting distracted, this again is, well, like I was saying earlier, the technical video has been having technical glitches, so I'm terribly sorry about this random cut and now I'm in a different position and everything else. Anyway, so what we were doing was we're squeezing out all the pectin, and this is really crucial for making your marmalade set. You also have lemon juice in there, and that's really good to make your marmalade set as well. Anyway, I think we've got most of it. I don't think I'm going to go. Rinse your hands. Now, what I'm going to do is this is an ever hot oven, and it's really cool because you can change here the temperatures of the ovens. So this morning I turned this right up to 350, which is the hottest it will go. You need to do that, and if you have an ever hot oven, you have to do it an hour before you want to use your plate. And I'm just going to put this straight on here and pour all my sugar in and hope that it boils up really quickly. And you can hear it going already. Please excuse the silver thing. I would use a wooden spoon, but we have not quite unpacked our kitchen, so I'm on limited utensils. I also broke the measuring jug, which has not been helpful. But this wonderful pan has got litres and things in it, so I've been using that. So you can get creative with your marmalade. So I'm going to stir all this in until it dissolves, and then once it dissolves, I'm going to boil it at a rapid boil. Now, at this point, all of the recipes state that it should boil for about 10 minutes. On modern hobs, it doesn't always take 10 minutes, and that's apparently, I've been researching it, because the modern hobs are not as strong as the old-fashioned hobs. So Delia says go low and slow, which is what I was trying to, low and slow. But I'm going to attempt today for my award-winning marmalade, fingers crossed, to boil it up really fast and pot it. Also, what I should have done earlier, which I'm going to do now, but not while I'm filming because that's boring, is I'm going to wash up all my jam jars, and I'm going to boil all the lids in water, probably here, and I'm going to put the clean jam jars in this oven, which is about 100 degrees, and to sterilise all the pots so that the marmalade goes into sterile pots. I'll do another video about that another day. Bye! Okay, we're back again because I've just remembered other things that you might need to know. These are supposed to be saucers, but we don't have any saucers, so they're plates, and they are going in the fridge. And the reason you put them in the fridge is to keep them cool, so that you can tell whether your marmalade has set or not. And now we're going over here. We've got, if you come closer and have a look, here, what is rising to the surface is the scum. And you see this stuff, you want to get rid of it. It's just all the impurities and stuff that comes off the oranges. So you always get a bit. Try and use the least amount of this as possible. Well, this is what we were taught at cookery school, because every drop of marmalade, or whatever you are making, especially in a commercial thing, is your profit. So you absolutely do not want to waste a drop, because we were always told that's your holiday to Barbados. Now, I don't like Barbados, so I wouldn't spend my money on that, but yeah, it's good to be thrifty. So that's boiling away, and here's my hot soda water for my jam jars, that's what they're called, aren't they? So I'm just quickly going to wash those up. I'm going to have another pause, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, hello everybody. We're back again. This is going to look really odd, because for you, it won't have been any time at all. I have washed, like I said I would, and I put these in the oven, and now I am potting the marmalade. We've let this rest for 10 minutes, and the reason you do that is so that when you're potting it, all of your rind doesn't float to the top, that you get a nice even peel throughout the jar. So, because I broke my glass one, and I don't have my jam funnel, it's somewhere in a garage somewhere, we're using this because it's all I've got in the thing. And you just pop your marmalade like so. See? Goes right through. Now that looks to me like award-winning marmalade, hopefully. And then these are sitting in a saucepan because I boiled them all up. That's your marmalade. You see it? That's good. There we go. So I'm hoping that's going to fully set. And thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. And I really hope your marmalade making is a huge success. Bye bye.